A few of you were curious about when it was advisable to start talking to young kids about internet safety issues and cyberbullying. And if you noticed, many of these resources that you saw during this session actually have materials for students beginning on kindergarten. And so they have materials and resources that you can use if you're teaching kids 4 and 5 years of age. Stay Safe Online also has a section specifically addressed for kids kindergarten to second grade. And SaferInternet.org has a particular activity book that you can download and use with your kids along with its teacher guide. And what they do is that they introduce the topics of internet safety, which are so abstract for the kids that age, but in terms of things they can relate to. So they know about strangers and how they should not necessarily talk to strangers. They also know about things that need to be locked up, for example. And so what they've done in this particular booklet is that they have started the conversation with kids using those ideas that they can relate to and helping them understand that in the computer similar things can happen. Edutopia also has a number of resources to help you in teaching about this particular topic, including lesson plans to teach internet safety to the younger elementary students. And in this case, this particular lesson plan is for kindergarteners as well. You were also wondering about how to incorporate this topic in a series of topics that you already have to teach and for which there's so much pressure in terms of covering them before the exams, for example. And so one idea that I thought of was that perhaps in those occasions in which you are teaching skills which are in the curriculum, but you are free to choose the topic you use to base the learning of those skills. For example, if you need to teach reading comprehension skills or vocabulary skills or main idea, supporting details, things like that, you can probably use readings related to internet safety so that students get both the skills that you need to teach and the knowledge about internet safety and cyberbullying. So for example, on Stay Safe Online in the section for teachers in K-2, you'll be able to find this book on PDF format, which is a story about a cat that interacts with others on the internet and talks about how to stay safe. And so you could use this during the reading piece for students to practice reading, but you would then be giving them the topic of internet safety, even though you really don't have the time to add another topic to the calendar. Also, in many occasions, you guys have talked about situations in which you allow your students to go use the iPads and the computers because they have completed the assignments because they've done their work, and so as a little reward you allow them to use these resources. So how about you identify some of these websites that may contain interesting games, videos for your students to watch, and then you allow them to use these particular websites that are talking to them about internet safety in a fun way during those times when you're rewarding them. And so here you would be double dipping. You would be allowing them to use the technologies they want to use because they want to be rewarded, but they would be learning about something important in the process. BrainPop Junior is also another website that has movies that you could send your students to watch when they are rewarded with iPad time. And so here's hoping that you and your students will be safe in your internet surfing.